predictions. Now, before we get into the predictions, just letting y'all know right now that we will be doing our space. So on Saturday, so you can hold us accountable to these predictions or not. It's up to you. But anyway,
you can bully me. It's okay.
but yes, but yeah, let's get into these predictions. So first, Seth Rollins versus Omos. Who do you have?
I feel like they really want to establish Omaz, and I feel like we kind of all accepted that. Wait, this is not going towards.
Yeah,
anything.
it's not going towards anything. Yeah,
It's not going towards anything at all. I feel like they're still establishing Omaz, so I'm gonna give it to him just because we said this many times before. Steph is in a position where it's just kind of like he's so cool, he's so awesome, he's still that guy, whether he wins or loses. So I'm gonna give it to Omaz just because they're still building him up to be like this larger than life character.
I agree with you. I'm going to go with Omos as well. I feel like because of how Seth won at Mania versus how Omos lost at Mania, I feel like Omos, based on the fact that he's being built as this larger than life superstar, that he needs to be treated as, that larger than life superstar. And he needs to get a win over a guy who's accomplished, well credited, well established. And I think that Seth Rollins is going to put him over. Plus, once again, I don't think that a loss can affect Seth Rollins at all, especially a loss to someone like Omos. But yeah, we're going to move on to the next match. We got a street fight with Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. Who do we have?
Oh, come on now. Bad Bunny has to go over. And if he does lose, it has to be like in a fluke way to where you don't make it look like Bad Bunny's beat. But if he does lose, actually, no. No, you can't make him lose, bitch. It's Puerto Rico. You can't. Sorry. I just thought about it. Yeah, no, he's not obviously a permanent. He's just there for pretty much. He's there for the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Like he's there for the spotlight. He's there for the star power. It'd be a shame if Bad Bunny lost. And plus, Judgment Day's in a position where it's just like it's not like it's going to affect
the group,
the faction at all if they lose. They're still going to be a group as such. So this is just a match to have fun and to represent Puerto Rico. So yeah, Bad Bunny. Duh.
I agree with you there. I think Bad Bunny's going to win. There's no way you're going to have a WWE Premium Live event in Puerto Rico in a stadium and Bad Bunny not win. Like, Bad Bunny is arguably the biggest, he's the biggest, one of the biggest artists in the world, biggest Latin music artist in the world. And this is a man that has done stadium shows in Puerto Rico and has sold it out. So I know they're going to come out in droves just for Bad Bunny. And because of that, I think that he's going to win. So, but moving on from that match, also, I'm really glad they didn't do like a Judgment Day versus LWO thing, because I feel like LWO would have had to go over, and that wouldn't have put Judgment Day in the best light, considering Finn Balor wants to go for the world title, and Rhea has the women's championship, and I can see Dominic even going for a U.S. title. But that's another discussion for another day. But moving on from that, we have the United States Championship. We have Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed. Who do we have?
I want to say Bobby Lashley, but for some reason this company likes Austin Theory, so I feel like he's going to retain. What do you think?
I think. Ooh, really? Update has expired. Sorry, something just. All right, cool. I think that we're gonna get Austin Theory to win. I think he retains. However, I am expecting a breakout performance from Bronson Reed. I feel like this is going to be a match where his strengths are going to be severely highlighted, and him and Bobby are going to have a couple of exchanges that are going to really highlight his strength, his agility, who he is as an athlete, because I think that Bronson Reed is, ever since being brought back to WWE, he's been one of the most underrated talents that they have, and I don't think that he's just been able to be shown in the best light, but now he does. So I'm very looking forward to seeing this, but I think that Austin Theory is going to retain. And now for the Raw Women's Championship, we have Bianca Belair versus Io Sky. This is going to be a banger. I'm really, really excited for this match. But who do you think is going to take it?
Yeah, the match is gonna slap, but there's no way that they're going to at all take the belt off of both. I guess I'm making my prediction now, but Rhea and Bianca both aren't losing the belt until you know sometime after they have their 1-1 that everyone's looking for. I don't see Io Sky holding gold for quite some time. Even though I love her, I adore her. I just don't know. I don't think this company would know how to book her as a champion by themselves, seeing how they didn't know how to build anything strong with Asuka. Just yeah, I don't see it. I think this is just to put a really good match on both their resumes, especially Bianca's resume, because it's rare that Bianca really goes against people that are like aerial fighters or whatnot. And we saw the banger that she just put out with Oscar recently. I just feel like this is something just to pad up her resume. But I'm excited for it. I really am. I think it's gonna be a very good match. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be different. What do you think?
I think Bianca's going to win. But I do think that this is going to be a great match that's going to continue this unspoken tension and damage control. Because once again, this is someone in Bianca that Bayley hasn't beaten. You know what I mean? During the time that she was with damage control and pursuing Bianca, when it came down to that title, she didn't win. But I think that this is a great opportunity to kind of create scenarios and situations that can intensify the tension between Io and the rest of the group. So that's that. But now, speaking of the Raw Women's Championship, we got the SmackDown Women's Championship in Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. I want to know who you think is going to win.
Zelina's never getting gold, as far as I know. I'm not, and it's not to even laugh in her face. It's just that like she has her role. It's the best way to put it. She has her role, and I think that this company likes her, but I don't think that they view her as someone that is meant to really be in a to have a championship goal. To be honest, I feel like this is just something to again the same way they're going to pad up Bianca's resume with a good match with Io. With Rhea Ripley, this match is just to clearly demonstrate her strength because she's so little. You could definitely fling Zelina Vega around. She's like what 4'10", 4'11". But yeah, she could lose, but it's not a loss for LWO. I mean, like she's in a very good spot. This is just something to show off Rhea's strength. That's all.
I think that Rhea is going to win. However, I do think this is going to be one of those. I think the match is going to be very, very similar to AJ versus Brock in the sense that like Rhea is going to be dominant and powerful, but she's going to slip up and make a mistake, and then Zelina's going to capitalize, and then Zelina is going to have a couple moments where it's like, oh my God, did she just win? Oh my God, that was so close. And I feel like she's going to have those moments, and I'm just really, really happy for Zelina. Like she's going to Puerto Rico, like as a Puerto Rican woman from Queens, to be able to fight in Puerto Rico for a championship. I think that that's going to be an amazing experience for her, and I'm very, very happy for her. But I think that Rhea is definitely going to win. But that merch is going to go. That merch is going to slap when it gets to Puerto Rico. But then we have the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. Who do you think is going to win?
Let me look at it again. I don't know. I actually don't know. I make it go either way. No, actually, no. I think they're gonna hold on to it. I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think it's gonna just stay with Kevin Owens and Sammy. Yeah.
You think they're gonna Kevin? I agree. I think the Bloodline's gonna lose. I think they're gonna continue this dynamic of silence between Roman Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline, as far as like the Usos and stuff like that. And I think that this is a great way to kind of continue that tension, and like kind of gives Roman a reason to not click up with them, because it's like y'all are disgracing the family name, y'all ain't doing da 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 da. So I think that Matt Riddle, KO, and Sammy are going to win this one.
When do you think they're gonna wrap up this Bloodline storyline?
It's gonna be a minute. I think that it's gonna be a minute. I think that we're in the middle, and this is the reason why I keep thinking that Roman and Cody are gonna go at it again, because I think that the Bloodline is going to completely collapse within the next year. I think that they're setting the stage for the separation of the Usos from the bloodline. And then the next is going to be Solo from the bloodline. And it's just going to be like Solo and the Usos together because they're all brothers in real life. And then it's just going to be Roman and Paul by themselves. And that's going to allow Cody the opportunity to re-enter his scene so that they can have a proper one-on-one. But I do think that this is going to be, I think they're going to wrap it up within the year. But I think they're going to use this year to kind of break them apart formally. So,
do you think Steph's going to have a role in this?
That would be interesting.
Just because Roman can't keep a faction, family, friends. I would love to see someone throw that shade at him.
I think that Seth can be the one that throws that shade, but I don't know if Seth's going to have a role because I think they're going to be on different programs. Because I think that, because I think Seth is going to win the world title, but we'll see.
Everything is circle back.
I want them to,
but yes.
But the next match and the last match, Brock Lesnar versus Cody. Who do you have?
Where were we at? We were at
Brock and Cody. Yeah.
I feel like Cody's not allowed to lose. At least for me. I don't know. It could be because I'm biased. But I feel like Cody's not allowed to lose after taking an L at Mania. I feel like he needs to like build back his wins and show that he's not a champion, but he's willing to be a fighting champion and work his way back up the ranks. So I feel like this match is gonna go on early, so Brock will go home. But I also feel like Cody has to go over, and that again, if Brock loses, it's really not a big deal. But I'm expecting this to be a really good match. Like this is gonna be a classic, in my personal opinion. I'm not expecting Brock to sell as much. I'm expecting Cody to sell a lot, but I'm expecting like a babyface comeback. Like it's gonna be a fun match to watch.
I agree. I think this is gonna be a fun match. I got Cody winning this. I think that from now until whenever, I think that Cody is going to be in matches that kind of solidifies himself as a main eventer and someone that can challenge for Roman's title. And I feel like that's going to include him beating a lot of the people that Roman either had to beat or go through in order to kind of sustain his spot. I can see Cody I can see Cody beating Brock. I can see Cody against Edge. I can see Cody against, a bunch of people that Roman had to go through to kind of solidify his reign in order for Cody to kind of send that message of like, hey, I'm a world champion caliber. Like I'm a world championship contender and I want to beat Roman for the world title. So that's my predictions. And those are our predictions. Let us know how you feel in the comments about our predictions and definitely let us know in the space this Saturday.